Alphabet up 56%.
That's crazy.
Microsoft and Facebook up 31%. Apple up 13%. Amazon down 5%, down 0.5%, and Netflix down 4%. I just listed the FANG stocks. And so considering all of this, you look at really the ones that you expect to see at the top, Apple, Amazon, and they're actually lagging, and they're lagging the overall market, something that you've brought up and brought to my attention. What does this mean to you? And I know you've gotten Apple, but what is your trade strategy as far as Apple's concerned moving forward?
Yeah, so I've seen some people in our live stream chat here just mentioning, or I guess scratching their heads if we thought that there was potential for some sort of correction in the market, why I'm buying Apple at near all-time highs. And it's because of that, because we're seeing a severe lag with all the other things. So some have argued, well, it was because Apple had moved 80% last year, but a lot of the other things had monster moves too. We saw Amazon more than double from last year, and Facebook had monster moves as well. That doubled. So there was just a lot of other things that moved, and for some reason, Apple and Amazon are still lagging this market. Now, obviously, we saw Amazon not have great earnings this past quarter, but that's to be expected. You can't expect explosive growth every single quarter of the year. It's just not sustainable. So that's not really so much of a shock to me. I do still think that Amazon could be a $4,000 stock. And should be, honestly. Yeah. And looking at Apple too, there's certainly some catalysts that are coming up for Apple. And if our theories are true about a potential correction or at least a rotation, we're going to see some money come out of the more speculative plays and go into the sure things, go into the stronger companies, the larger cap stocks. And Apple is one of them. And so I think that we could see Apple catch up, maybe not necessarily outperform the S&P this year, but at least get pretty damn close. And it's working its way there. And so that's why I decided to take a position on Apple. Not only that, but we take a look at the chart, and it actually looks pretty good for a solid breakout. So I bought this at 147 in anticipation of a breakout here. And sure enough, it did. Actually, today it hit all-time highs yet again at 151.68. Is pulling back here a little bit here today. After hitting those all-time highs. But I think that there's a lot of reasons to believe that Apple can continue to move up here.
And what would your prediction be as far as Apple in comparison to the market for the end of the year? Do you think Apple will outperform the market at the end of the year?
I think it's certainly possible, especially if we get solid numbers from the iPhone 13. We also have, the holiday season that we're working into, which always bodes well for Apple. So there's certainly a possibility. But I would say that the realistic approach is that it could come in line with the S&P 500 by the end of the year, which I still feel bullish on. So I think that the case could be made that Apple sees 20 to 25% gains by the end of the year. And that would mean that we're looking at maybe around 170, 175 for Apple.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that, certainly. And it's been on the watch list. It'll continue to be on the watch list. If you guys want access to our free daily watch list, go to ownthechaos.com, click get a free watch list, or even easier is go in the description. There's the link in the description to get that free watch list. While you're going over that description, just go ahead and click that like.